80 million years ago, in the vast expanses of the Mongolian steppe, a diminutive creature darted across the landscape. Standing at a height comparable to a turkey and weighing roughly 15 kilograms, this being was no ordinary inhabitant of its world. Despite its modest size, it was a marvel of evolutionary design. Cloaked in feathers, it possessed vision that surpassed that of most modern predators, enabling it to make split-second decisions. Remarkably, it hunted in packs with its kin, a testament to its social complexity. This creature was the Velociraptor, and much of what has been popularly conceived about it is shrouded in misconception. The name Velociraptor conjures images of the fearsome, scaly beasts from cinematic lore, particularly those popularized by Jurassic Park. However, the true Velociraptor mongoliensis, as it is scientifically known, diverges significantly from its Hollywood portrayal. This real-life dinosaur was not the human-sized terror of film, but rather a creature of more modest dimensions. It stood at approximately 80 centimeters at the shoulder and stretched nearly 2 meters in length from snout to tail, weighing between 15 and 20 kilograms, comparable in size to a large dog or turkey, not a human. The Velociraptor's physique was lean and elongated, optimized for agility and speed. Its powerful hind limbs were built for swift pursuit, while its forelimbs, though smaller, were equipped with 3 sharp claws on each hand, adept at grasping and securing prey. Its neck, gracefully curved in an S shape, bore resemblance to modern birds, hinting at evolutionary ties. The head was proportionately large, with an elongated snout lined with serrated teeth, designed for efficient predation. One of the most iconic features of the Velociraptor is the sickle-shaped claw on the second toe of each hind foot, measuring approximately 6 to 7 centimeters along the outer curve. Contrary to earlier beliefs that this claw was used for slashing prey, recent studies helps fatal bite. The skeletal structure of the Velociraptor was light and hollow, akin to that of birds, minimizing body weight and enhancing its agility and maneuverability. Its spine exhibited a blend of rigidity and flexibility, being stiffer in the midsection, yet supple in the neck and tail regions. The tail itself was long and rigid, serving as a counterbalance during high-speed pursuits and agile maneuvers. The Velociraptor, therefore, emerges not as the monstrous predator of fiction, but as a sophisticated, highly adapted hunter of its time. Its existence challenges our understanding of the past, urging us to reconsider the narratives we construct around the creatures that once roamed our world. Through this lens, the Velociraptor's story is one of evolution's intricate dance, where form and function intertwine in the pursuit of survival. A creature of remarkable agility, the Velociraptor was a master of balance and precision. Its tail served as a dynamic counterweight, allowing it to maintain stability during rapid movements and abrupt turns. This anatomical marvel was complemented by another intriguing feature: feathers. Far from mere speculation, the presence of feathers on the Velociraptor is a well-substantiated scientific fact. In the year 2007, paleontologists discovered small bumps on the Velociraptor's shoulder bones, structures known as quill knobs. These are akin to those found in modern birds, where large flight feathers attach. The implications of these findings are profound. The Velociraptor possessed a well-developed plumage, one capable of flight, require feathers? The answers provided by science are both fascinating and varied. Primarily, feathers played a crucial role in thermal regulation. The Velociraptor is believed to have been warm-blooded, and its plumage would have been instrumental in maintaining body temperature. Additionally, feathers may have served as a means of communication. Bright or uniquely patterned feathers could have been used to attract mates, signal aggression, or warn of danger. Moreover, it is plausible that female velociraptors utilized their forelimb feathers to shield nests, protecting eggs from overheating and predators. Attention must also be given to the velociraptor's formidable dentition. Each jaw housed approximately 28 backward curving teeth. This design ensured that once prey was ensnared within its jaws, escape was nearly impossible. Such dental architecture is reminiscent of many modern predatory reptiles. Biomechanical analyses suggest that the velociraptor's bite was powerful enough to fracture the bones of small animals. Intelligence, too, was a hallmark of the velociraptor. Its brain was notably large relative to its body size, a significant indicator of cognitive abilities among animals. The encephalization quotient, which compares actual brain mass to the expected brain mass for a given body size, was among the highest for non-avian dinosaurs. While not on par with the problem-solving capabilities of notable intellect, the velociraptor's eyes, set slightly forward, endowed it with excellent binocular vision, crucial for spatial awareness and distance estimation, key attributes of an adept predator. Moreover, its sizable eye orbits suggest that the velociraptor possessed good vision in low-light conditions, indicating potential activity during twilight or early dawn, akin to many modern predators. As for its temporal and geographical existence, the velociraptor roamed the Earth during the late Cretaceous period, approximately 75 to 71 million years ago. This places it on the planet a mere 5 to 9 million years before the cataclysmic asteroid impact that marked the end for most dinosaurs. The velociraptor was a real entity, thriving and ultimately vanishing, as did nearly all its contemporaries. In the grand tapestry of life, the velociraptor stands as a testament to the diverse and intricate evolutionary paths that life on Earth has traversed. Its story, woven with feathers, teeth, and intelligence, invites us to reflect on the transient yet profound nature of existence. In the heart of Central Asia, amidst the vast stretches of what is now Mongolia and northern China, the velociraptor once prowled. It is here, in the enigmatic Gobi Desert, that the first and most iconic discoveries of these ancient creatures were unearthed. The Gobi, a barren and formidable expanse today, belies its past as a thriving ecosystem teeming with life 80 million years ago. During the late Cretaceous period, this region did not resemble the harsh desert it has become. Instead, it was characterized by a warmer, seasonally arid climate. The landscape was a mosaic of open plains, river valleys, and low dunes, where lush ferns, conifers, and the earliest flowering plants flourished. This vibrant environment, though not a tropical jungle, was far from desolate, supporting a rich tapestry of life. Within this thriving habitat, the velociraptor was one among several medium-sized predators. It shared its domain with other dromaeosaurids, small theropods, and was diverse, including small to medium-sized animals, lizards, small mammals, and possibly scavenging opportunities whenever they arose. The saga of the velociraptor began to unfold in 1923, when the American Museum of Natural History, led by Roy Chapman Andrews, embarked on an expedition into the Gobi Desert. It was here they stumbled upon the first fossilized remains of this enigmatic creature, several skulls and bones that would later be meticulously described by the paleontologist Henry Fairfield Osborn. He bestowed upon it the name Velociraptor mongoliensis, translating from Latin to swift thief from Mongolia. The moniker Swift was not chosen lightly. Analysis of the velociraptor's hind limb proportions reveals its prowess as a rapid runner. Estimates of its top speed vary, but most paleontologists concur on a figure of around 40 kilometers per hour, akin to a well-trained human sprinter. Some calculations suggest slightly higher or lower speeds, but the consensus is clear. This was an impressive feat for a creature of its size. It is crucial to recognize that the velociraptor was not a monolithic species. Alongside the classic Velociraptor mongoliensis, another species, Velociraptor osmolske, was identified in 2008, also in Mongolia. This latter species was slightly larger and exhibited distinct anatomical features in its skull structure, indicating a diverse and successful group of animals. The velociraptor belonged to the family of dromaeosaurids, the so-called raptor lizards, a widespread group of predatory dinosaurs that roamed nearly every continent during the Cretaceous period. Among its closest relatives were the Deinonychus from North America, the Dromaeosaurus, the Utahraptor, and a multitude of Asian species. Despite their outward similarities, Each species carved out its own ecological niche, a testament to the adaptability and evolutionary ingenuity of these ancient predators. In the grand tapestry of Earth's history, the Velociraptor stands as a symbol of adaptability and survival, a reminder of the ever-changing nature of life on our planet. As we continue to uncover the secrets of these ancient beings, we are reminded of the intricate dance of evolution and the inexorable passage of time, shaping life in its myriad forms. In the waning epochs of the Cretaceous period, Central Asia was a land of contrasts, where the climate oscillated between arid droughts and periods of abundance. This cyclical environment sculpted the behavioral adaptations of its inhabitants, particularly the apex predators of the era. Among these formidable creatures was the Velociraptor, a dinosaur whose dimensions. In this harsh and ever-changing landscape, the Velociraptor exhibited a flexible, opportunistic approach to survival. During times of plenty, it would hunt with precision, seizing the moment when prey was abundant. Yet, in the leaner times of drought, it would not shy away from scavenging, seeking sustenance in the remains left by others. Migration in pursuit of prey was another strategy, a testament to its adaptability in the face of environmental challenges. The question of whether the Velociraptor hunted alone or in packs remains one of the most debated topics in paleontology. The answer eludes us, shrouded in the mists of time, leaving scientists with only fragments of evidence to piece together a coherent narrative. This enigma invites further exploration and discussion as we attempt to understand the complex social dynamics of these ancient predators. The art of reconstructing the behavior of extinct creatures is intricate, relying on indirect evidence and fossilized clues. The morphology of teeth, the structure of claws, footprints, and the nature of injuries on the bones of prey all contribute to this scientific puzzle. Occasionally, exceptional discoveries offer a snapshot of the past, frozen in time and stone, providing invaluable insights into the lives of these long-gone beasts. One such remarkable find is the fighting dinosaurs fossil, unearthed in Mongolia in 1971. This iconic specimen captures a velociraptor locked in combat with a protoceratops, a small horned dinosaur. The velociraptor's sickle-shaped claw is poised at the throat of its adversary, while the protoceratops's jaws clamp down on the predator's forelimb. Both creatures met their demise all-medicked, indisputable evidence of the velociraptor's predatory tactics, revealing an intent to deliver a precise, targeted strike to a vulnerable spot. This was not a frenzied attack, but a calculated maneuver, leading to a reassessment of the claw's function as a tool for securing and controlling prey, rather than merely for... The notion of pack hunting among velociraptors is more nuanced. The popular image of these dinosaurs coordinating attacks on large prey owes much to cinematic fiction. Real evidence of pack behavior is circumstantial at best. In some dromaeosaurids, such as Deinonychus, bone assemblages of several individuals found near the remains of large herbivores suggest possible group hunting. However, this could equally indicate scavengers congregating around a carcass. Recent studies, published in the year 2023, propose that some dromaeosaurids exhibited solitary hunting behaviors, akin to modern-day Komodo dragons. These findings challenge the conventional portrayal of velociraptors as social predators, suggesting instead a more solitary existence, where individual cunning and adaptability were key to their survival. In the end, the velociraptor remains an enigma, a testament to the complexity and diversity of life that once thrived on our planet. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of these ancient creatures, we are reminded of the delicate balance of nature and the relentless march of evolution. Through the lens of paleontology, we gain a glimpse into a world long vanished, a world that continues to shape our understanding of life and its myriad forms. A large brain, keen eyesight, and complex behavior, hallmarks of a formidable predator. Such attributes align seamlessly with both solitary, high-level hunting and situational cooperative behavior. It is plausible that, akin to many modern apex predators, the velociraptor was primarily a solitary hunter, yet capable of temporary alliances with its kin when faced with sufficiently large prey. The velociraptor's speed, approximately 40 kilometers per hour, is noteworthy, Yet it is not the sole weapon in its arsenal. Agility holds equal importance. Its rigid tail served as a crucial counterbalance, allowing for abrupt directional changes without sacrificing velocity. Center of gravity, executing sharp turns with remarkable precision. This dexterity rendered it a formidable adversary even against swifter prey. Fossil evidence suggests that the Velociraptor primarily hunted animals smaller or roughly equal in size to itself. The Protoceratops, one of the most frequently mentioned species, weighed approximately 180 kilograms, making it significantly larger than the Velociraptor. This implies a willingness to challenge prey that outweighed it, possibly leveraging surprise attacks from close range to capitalize on the element of surprise. The Velociraptor's teeth also reveal insights into its diet. Their shape and size indicate a capacity to tear through soft tissues and crush small bones. Isotopic analysis of tooth enamel in certain studies suggests a mixed diet, comprising both fresh kills and scavenged carcasses. This opportunistic feeding strategy mirrors that of many contemporary medium-sized predators, enabling survival amid fluctuating environmental conditions. Notably, the sensory capabilities of the Velociraptor warrant attention. While not as pronounced as the Tyrannosaurus, its olfactory bulbs were well developed. The structure of its inner ear suggests acute hearing, particularly attuned to mid-frequency sounds, an adaptation typical of predators that rely on auditory cues to track moving prey. Combined with excellent binocular vision, these traits form the sensory suite of a top-tier hunter. In summation of its hunting prowess, the Velociraptor emerges as a small, yet exceptionally equipped predator. Swift, agile, and endowed with sharp senses, a developed brain, and a specialized tool in its sickle-shaped claw, it was not the monstrous figure of cinematic lore. Rather, it was a fascinating, real, and complex creature, perfectly adapted to its environment. The Velociraptor in Cinema, a Tale of Misconception. 1993 marked the release of Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park, a film based on Michael Crichton's novel that became a cultural phenomenon. It was from this point that the Velociraptor ascended to the ranks of the planet's most recognizable dinosaurs. However, the image that audiences beheld was a far cry from the reality. Hollywood's portrayal, while captivating, diverged significantly from the scientific understanding of this remarkable creature. Yet, in this divergence lies a reflection on humanity's perennial quest to reconcile fact with fiction, a reminder of the intricate dance between nature and imagination, where truth often eclipses the allure of fantasy. In the annals of cinematic history, the portrayal of the Velociraptor stands as an iconic, yet largely fictionalized, representation of one of Earth's most intriguing prehistoric creatures. The first discrepancy lies in the matter of size. On the silver screen, these fearsome predators loom as tall as a human, standing approximately 6 feet in height. Yet, in stark contrast, the actual Velociraptor mongoliensis was diminutive, barely reaching a third of this size. This dev'd the Velociraptor, which indeed was larger. However, the name Velociraptor resonated with a more dramatic flair, ensuring its place in the cinematic lexicon. Another notable divergence is the depiction of the Velociraptor's skin. The film adorned them with smooth reptilian scales reminiscent of large lizards. However, paleontological discoveries have since unveiled that real velociraptors were cloaked in feathers. The film, released in 1993, predated the groundbreaking discovery of feathered dinosaurs in China by 3 years, and it would be 14 years before feather quill knobs were identified on velociraptor bones themselves. Thus, the filmmakers, constrained by the knowledge of their time, inadvertently created an image that would soon become obsolete. The third point of contention is the behavior attributed to these creatures. On screen, velociraptors are portrayed as cold-blooded, cunning strategists, capable of executing complex, coordinated hunting maneuvers in pairs or groups. This portrayal imbues them with a chilling intelligence, rendering them all the more terrifying to audiences. Howinosaur, equating its cognitive abilities to those of wolves, orcas, or certain primates, species known for their sophisticated social structures, might be an exaggeration. The velociraptor's brain, comparable in size to a tennis ball, suggests a more limited capacity for such intricate cooperation. Sound is yet another aspect where cinematic liberty has overshadowed scientific accuracy. The roars and vocalizations of the velociraptors in the film have become ingrained in popular culture, yet the true sounds of these ancient creatures remain a mystery. Based on the vocal apparatus of their closest living relatives, modern birds and crocodiles, it is plausible that velociraptors produced a range of sounds quite different from the Hollywood roar, perhaps clicks, hisses, low. Despite these inaccuracies, Spielberg's film has undeniably left an indelible mark on the field of paleontology. Many scientists today trace their passion for dinosaurs back to the awe they felt as children watching Jurassic Park. The film captivated millions, sparking widespread interest in fossilized creatures, evolutionary biology, and the diligent work of paleontologists. It stands as a rare testament to the profound impact that art can have on the trajectory of scientific inquiry. In contemplating these differences, one is left to ponder: which captivates you more? The cinematic velociraptor, a creature of myth and imagination, or the authentic, feathered, dog-sized predator of our ancient world? The answer to this question may reveal more about our own imaginations than about the creatures themselves, inviting us to reflect on the interplay between fact and fiction in our understanding of the past. In the complex tapestry of science and culture, there exists a question without a definitive answer, where responses vary as widely as the colors of a sunset. In the year 2015, Jurassic World emerged as the latest chapter in a beloved cinematic saga. The creators of the film, fully aware of the scientific revelations that dinosaurs bore feathers, made a conscious choice to portray velociraptors without them. They justified this decision by suggesting that these cloned dinosaurs might differ from their ancient counterparts due to the integration of DNA from various animals to complete their genetic makeup. This decision was both clever and transparent, serving as a fascinating example of how popular culture engages in a dialogue with scientific discovery. Beyond the realm of Jurassic Park, velociraptors have graced the screens and pages of countless films, television series, video games, and books. In most depictions, they aligned with the Hollywood archetype: large, scaly, and endowed with an almost unnerving intelligence. In stark contrast, the real velociraptor was a feathered creature of modest size, hunting lizards and small mammals amidst the vast expanse of the Mongolian steppe. While perhaps less cinematic, this reality is far more intriguing when one considers the true nature of these ancient animals. A notable insight into this intersection of fiction and fact comes from Michael Crichton, the author of the 1990 novel Jurassic Park. He collaborated with real-life paleontologists, including Jack Horner, one of America's most renowned experts, who served as the inspiration for the film's protagonist. Horner later expressed his disagreement with the cinematic portrayal of velociraptors, arguing that they were less akin to cunning. The discourse on the intelligence of velociraptors is among the most captivating within paleontology, as it pits two extreme views against each other. On one side stands the Hollywood vision of a hyper-intelligent predator capable of strategic thought. On the other lies the outdated notion of dinosaurs as primitive, dim-witted reptiles operating solely on reflex. As is often the case, reality finds itself nestled between these extremes, offering its own unique intrigue. The primary tool for assessing the intelligence of extinct creatures is the brain-to-body mass ratio, known as the encephalization quotient. A higher quotient indicates a greater volume of brain matter relative to the body's basic needs. Velociraptors boasted one of the highest encephalization quotients among non-avian dinosaurs, surpassing that of most large herbivores. Their intelligence was roughly on par with that of crocodiles or certain reptiles, a commendable achievement for a dinosaur. However, the encephalization quotient is but a crude measure. Equally crucial is the development of specific brain regions. In velociraptors, areas responsible for processing visual information, coordinating movements, and, intriguingly, more complex tasks were notably advanced. This suggests a creature capable of more than mere survival, perhaps hinting at a level of sophistication that belies its portrayal in popular media. In contemplating the Velociraptor, we are reminded that our understanding of the past is constantly evolving. The interplay between scientific discovery and cultural representation continues to enrich our perception, urging us to question, explore, and ultimately embrace the complexity of the natural world and its ancient inhabitants. The Velociraptor, an enigmatic predator of the Cretaceous period, was a creature designed not for passive existence, but for dynamic and swift reactions. Its profile suggests an active predator, much akin to the modern creatures that exhibit a similar level of intelligence. Researchers frequently draw comparisons between the cognitive potential of the Velociraptor and that of contemporary large birds, crows, jays, ostriches, or even some predatory reptiles such as monitor lizards. Monitor lizards, intriguing in their own right, display unexpectedly complex behaviors. They are capable of learning, recognizing individual humans, showing curiosity towards new objects, and solving simple problems. If the intellect of the Velociraptor paralleled this level, it would be quite remarkable for a creature from the Cretaceous period. Social behavior serves as another indirect indicator of intelligence. A complex social life generally necessitates a more developed brain, as it requires recognizing and remembering individuals within a group, establishing hierarchies, and communicating effectively. Evidence of such social behavior among velociraptors is scant, yet the discovery of several specimens in close proximity within the same strata suggests they may have lived within a shared territory or gathered temporarily. However, it would be premature to deduce a complex social structure based solely on this evidence. The aspect of learning is crucial as well. Modern birds, direct descendants of the most intelligent of birds, can use tools, plan several steps ahead, and even comprehend the perspectives of other beings. While the velociraptor was not a crow, the evolutionary kinship and similar brain structures is contemporaries. Another intriguing question pertains to playful behavior. In many intelligent animals, including mammals and birds, play is indicative of cognitive complexity. It aids in skill development, reaction training, and the formation of social bonds. Did the velociraptor engage in activities akin to play? While definitive evidence remains elusive, the structure of its brain and its active lifestyle do not preclude such possibilities. In conclusion, the velociraptor emerges as one of the most intellectually advanced non-avian dinosaurs of its era, outsmarting many of its contemporaries. It was capable of flexible behavior and rapid situational adaptees of the kind portrayed in popular media. This was an intelligent animal, not an intelligent villain. The most fascinating aspect, perhaps, is that the direct descendants of this lineage, modern birds, have far surpassed it in intellectual development, soaring to new heights of cognitive complexity. A crow, deftly solving a multi-step puzzle to retrieve food, embodies an evolutionary continuum that traces back to the formidable velociraptor. Intelligence did not vanish with the extinction of dinosaurs. Instead, it transformed and flourished, finding new expression in the tapestry of life on Earth. 71 million years ago, the paleontological record marks the last credible vestiges of the velociraptor. This creature roamed the Earth for approximately 4 million years, a brief moment in the grand geological timeline, yet a respectable epoch for a singular species. Then, mysteriously, its traces vanish from the annals of history. What precipitated this disappearance? To unravel this mystery, we must delve into the broader context of its time. Late Cretaceous Central Asia was a land of profound climatic upheavals. Sea levels fluctuated, climates grew increasingly arid, and ecosystems were in constant flux. Some species adapted to these shifts, while others faltered. The velociraptor, it seems, succumbed to these altered conditions, or perhaps was outcompeted by more adept predators. Such is the tale of evolution. A species emerges, occupies its niche, thrives for a time, and eventually yields to others more suited to the changing world. This extinction transpired nearly 5 million years prior to the colossal asteroid impact that 66 million years ago obliterated the majority of dinosaur species. Thus, the demise of the Velociraptor was not a chapter in that cataclysmic event, but rather a quieter, more solitary end. Yet, the lineage to which the Velociraptor belonged did not conclude with its extinction. The dromaeosaurids, as a group, persisted until the terminal stages of the Cretaceous. Some may have even survived the initial aftermath of the asteroid's fury, though they too eventually vanished. However, survival graced only those theropods poised on the evolutionary brink of avian transformation, small, capable of flight or at least gliding, with diets as varied as the opportunities of their environment. Herein lies the most remarkable twist in the Velociraptor's tale. While the creature itself perished, its evolutionary kin did not. The birds we observe today are direct descendants of this very lineage. Modern taxonomy classifies birds as avian dinosaurs, nestled within the theropod subgroup to which the Velociraptor once belonged. This is no metaphor nor poetic embellishment, but a precise scientific classification. What does this signify in practical terms? It means that when a hawk dives with lethal precision upon its prey, it embodies hunting instincts honed since the late Triassic. When a crow ingeniously navigates a complex challenge, it taps into an intellectual legacy rooted in the same evolutionary branch that produced the Velociraptor. When an ostrich sprints at speeds reaching 70 kilometers per hour, it employs the biomechanics of a swift runner, inherited from its Mesozoic forebears. The scientific legacy of the Velociraptor is vast. It underscores a profound truth. Extinction is not the end of a story, but a transformation, a passage of potential that reemerges in new and unexpected forms. In this relentless dance of survival and adaptation, we find the enduring testament to life's unyielding creativity. The study of dromaeosaurids, most notably the Velociraptor, ignited one of the most significant paradigm shifts in 20th century paleontology: the recognition of the profound evolutionary connection between dinosaurs and birds. This concept, first proposed by Thomas Huxley in the 19th century, lingered on the fringes of scientific thought for decades. Yet, as anatomical evidence of theropods amassed throughout the 1970s and 1980s, the theory became irrefutable. Today, the Velociraptor stands as one of the most thoroughly examined dinosaurs. Numerous nearly complete skeletons, skulls, and isolated bones have been unearthed, allowing scientists to meticulously reconstruct its anatomy, biomechanics, and, to some extent, its behavior. It has become a quintessential model for understanding dromaeosaurids as a whole. Fascinatingly, our perception of this creature has evolved significantly over time. In 1923, it emerged from the obscurity of the Mongolian desert. By the 1970s, John Ostrom's work redefined dromaeosaurids as active, warm-blooded predators. The cinematic portrayal in 1993 catapulted the Velociraptor to cultural fame. In 2007, the discovery of quill knobs cemented its image as a feathered being in the eyes of science. Each decade added a new dimension to our understanding. The Velociraptor exemplifies how paleontology operates in real time, a creature seemingly well documented, yet continually yielding surprises. Every discovery renders it not less, but more intriguing. For the true story of life is invariably richer than any fiction. Consider this. If the Velociraptor had not faced extinction, could it have evolved into something even more complex? Could it have grown more intelligent, larger? Or had nature already charted a different trajectory for its lineage, leading to the birds we know today? Reflect upon this question, for it evokes the most stimulating discourse. The Velociraptor, from head to tail, reveals a creature approximately the size of a large dog, its feathered covering a proven scientific fact. Its intelligence, high by dinosaur standards, yet distant from its Hollywood portrayal. Its hunting arsenal comprised a sickle-shaped claw, sharp teeth, and remarkable speed and agility. Its evolutionary path is shared with the lineage that gifted us contemporary birds. Its cultural legacy, immense, albeit largely mythologized. In contemplating the Velociraptor, one is reminded that nature's narrative is an ever-unfolding tapestry, richer and more complex than any creation of the human imagination.